Now, people are listening to you because you've got, as I said, you've gone full circle. So we've gone to Rubbing Minds, you did Enough is Enough, you did Red, you're now enjoying the interviews, you've done PR, you've done practically everything. And would you say you're a hustler, or would you say you're a successful media person? Because people would think that maybe Chude hustled all the way to now finally find where he wants to be, or are you still doing everything else somehow? Hey, we got you back.
Good. Okay,
very
sorry.
clearly, yes.
Okay, fantastic. So so I said I don't like the word hustle, even though I do a show called Hustle. Is it okay? Is this still good?
Yes, we're good.
I feel like there's something about the word hustle that symbolizes a lack of contentment. Do you understand? Like, you know, and so at least the way Nigerians talk about it. But what it is now is that I have a lot of things I want to accomplish. Yeah. I have a lot of things I want to do. With Chude, I want it to reach many more people across Africa. There are things I want to do with my money. I just endowed the prize for diversity and difference this year. For young people who are helping diversity, helping with inclusion, helping with human rights. And I endowed it with 1 million naira of my personal money. I've always wanted to do things like that, to support young people. And I just realized, and that's part of what I want to do with money. You know, I want to be able to help young people who are doing incredible work across the country, across Africa. And so for that, that's part of the reason why I keep working. If you come to my house, if you come to my personal life, I'm extremely simple. Extremely. I've been driving the same car for 6 years. I haven't changed it. I have no plans to change it. Using the same TV in my room for the past 7 years. Yeah. So there are things, that's my life. And when I try to make money, I want to make money because I have things I want to do with that money. And I'm not just saying that because I want people to like me. There are so many things I want to accomplish. There's so many causes, there's so many things. You know, political movements, cultural spaces, safe spaces. There are things I want to fund. And I want to fund them with the freedom of my own resources. So, so that's why I'm still in the game, so to speak. You know, I left Nigeria in 2017 and I went to go and do a PhD and not come back. I went and did a fellowship in Yale, and when I finished, I thought, I love Nigeria, I want to come back. When people used to say that before, I used to say rubbish, it's a lie. It's because he has not, it's because of this. But I thought, oh, this is what they mean. And so that's why, so, I mean, I have not accomplished, I'm not accomplished as much as many people. Yeah, so, so it couldn't be because I feel like I've accomplished anything somewhere still. But yeah.
So sometimes when you see your friends, colleagues moving, right now, I think you're still single, right? You're not yet married. So right now you're still a freelancer, I would say. But if you see your family, your friends with their families moving to Canada, getting a visa, starting a new life elsewhere, you now have to ask yourself that question: why am I still here? Do I need to be in this country? Especially when you watch the news, you listen to the news, you're privy to what's happening in government, and you're thinking to yourself as a young person, do I really have hope in this country? So I'm asking you that question. Should we still hope in this country?
That's a very good question. I'm going to answer you as honestly as I can, but also as carefully as I can. I always say to people that Nigeria doesn't.
Oh, we lost that. Nigeria doesn't, it's all we heard.
Doesn't deserve many of these. I always say Nigeria doesn't deserve me.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
If I didn't love Nigeria, I wouldn't be here. If I didn't think that I had a mission in Nigeria, I wouldn't be here. When I have governors and presidents and vice presidents say, oh, that's not what your country can do for you, I'm like, no. They said that in America after they had provided a basic for their countrymen and inspired them. I completely am empathetic with any young Nigerian that thinks that Nigeria is not worth hoping in. And I wrote this article as far back as 2014, if I remember, that there is very little to be proud of in Nigeria. So that's not a new thing. It didn't happen today. And any young person that feels like Nigeria is not worth their energy has a legitimate grounds against Nigeria. And it gets worse every year. If you had legitimate grounds against Nigeria in 2014, it's even worse in 2020. So that is the fact. And this is the second part of it. There is no need, look, you don't have to be in Nigeria to love Nigeria. I didn't come back to Nigeria because of any fake blackmail of, oh, you must, no, I came to Nigeria because I came back to Nigeria because I decided that I wanted to be in Nigeria and I could accomplish the goals that I had set for myself in Nigeria, and I could serve Nigeria best by being in Nigeria. Yeah? If Achebe or Chimamanda had stayed in Nigeria alone, they would not be contributing as hugely as they have done to Nigeria. If Okonjo-Iweala becomes the WTO Director General, it will be also based on the second passport that she has gotten. Yeah? And she will still be serving Nigeria greatly by doing that. So the idea that the only way you can be a good Nigerian is by staying in Nigeria, even if Nigeria is not conducive to your dreams and visions for yourself, is a vicious lie. Yeah, so that's the first. Now, the issue is that, but you don't make a decision like that because my friends are going to Canada. That is the most ridiculous reason to go to Canada. You go to Canada because I have a mentee of mine who is very close to me, who has said he wants to go to Canada for the past 6 years before the craze for Canada began, for a specific reason. He had a specific 10-year plan, to say, this is what I want to accomplish in my life. This is the kind of life I want to live. And Canada is the best place to live that life. When I see a young person with such a plan, I say yes. If you are a young visual artist, like the young ballet dancer, if he stays in Nigeria, he's very likely not going to be successful as a ballet dancer. That is just it. There are no ballet schools. There is no financial demand for those services. There are no, his school is a magical school, that school. But the truth is, for him as an individual, Nigeria is not the best place for him to unleash his potential. That's just the truth. Yeah. So for a young person like that, the best way you can be of service to Nigeria with talent may be to find another place to be. Right. And so for me, but if you just say I want to go to America because people are going to America, I'm like, what are you going to do in America? I have friends, ex-staff in America who are suffering. Right. Because they just went, I heard that people are going, human beings are weird. I don't know how somebody can plan their life based on my friend to do it. It's so ridiculous. Right. Some people go, I think I can never have a good education in Nigeria. That's not true. We have many Nigerians whose children are having great educations in Nigeria. True. So when I was doing my secondary school in Mayflower, Kenya, and my university in Unilag, I had people who told my mother that, no, Chude will not achieve his full potential in Nigeria. My mother said, no, what I need to do is to carefully find a good school for him. So she did her research and said, it doesn't mean that the Nigerian education system is the best. It means that my mother carefully made what she thought was the best choice for me, for her financial situation, for my intelligence at the time. We considered our specific situation and made the decision that was best for us in our specific situation. Right. If you've done that, and America or Cyprus or the UK or South Africa or Ghana is the best place for you, then do it so you can serve Nigeria from a good place.
Just out of curiosity, were you the only child?
I'm an only child, yeah.
No, because you seem to see your mom. You seem to be pretty close to your mom. That's cool. Yes. All right. So I'm going to go personal soon, but not now. Okay. In your view, 2023 is coming. Right. I would like to see a coalition of young people having a consensus on who we think should lead us in 2023. I know it might be an activity in futility, many things that way, but you see, if we begin to have a consensus where people are seeing that these people are coming together and agreeing on this is who they are, regardless of if it happens or not. Do you think it's something that your group will be able to push? I mean, do you think we can get a consensus candidate amongst young people to say this is who we are voting for, regardless of the party? Is it possible?
I don't believe in young candidates. I don't believe that that's what we do. When I worked with the Rally campaign in 2015, People said, oh, it's a violation of the principle. And I said, anybody who said that, I've not read anything I've written. Like I've always said, Nigeria's problem is not young or old. It's a question of value. So that's the first thing. I'm not interested in all the 4 top candidates that we liked in the American elections. Joe Biden is 70 years old, 70 plus. Donald Trump is 70 plus. Mike Bloomberg is 70 plus. Bernie Sanders is 70 plus. Elizabeth Warren is 70 plus. Yeah, so that has never been my issue. Like, it's just, I'm not interested in that. However, it is good if you have a young person who is competent. That's great. That's excellent. Now, I have spent the past 4 years. I was very active in the 2019 elections, but behind the scenes, because I had done 2 major presidential campaigns, and I wanted to test what it was like to work for a third-party candidate. So even our business took a business hit because we couldn't work for certain clients, because I wanted to learn this thing. I wanted to understand. So some of these things that people are saying about third-party candidates, I've seen it firsthand. All that whole talk of a coalition candidate for the third-party people, I was in the room with everybody, So I was quite in the room with every single third-party candidate you could think about. And I've come off from that with certain lessons about how I want to engage. I've done elections, I've done activism, I've gone on the streets, we've done court cases, and all of those initiatives I continue to support. I continue to support EIP, support Not Young to Run, all of this. But I've decided that anybody that's doing anything presently that fits my vision for good governance, I will support. But in terms of things that I will convey or initiate, I am still working on what I think is the best way to engage the system.
Right.
And I am not yet in the space where I think that I am ready to re-engage by myself. And until I get that, I'm going to be quiet because I've spoken enough on my own personal level.
But has everybody ever come to you and say, Chude, maybe you should run?
Yeah, well, they say it all the time, and I don't think they're serious. Because, so somebody says, for instance, I see a young person say, we need people like you in government. I'm like, do you really know me? Like, do you know how I treat my staff? Do you know how I treat my relationships? Like, we just assume that because somebody is young and eloquent, the person is what we need in government. Nigerian government has never lacked for eloquent people.
Right.
Never. This is with Mike Aigbe, Fani Kayode's father, all these people were very eloquent people, very intelligent people. Like, are you talking Nzeogo, Richard, like, these were smart people, Luonogorua. So Nigeria has never lacked for smart, eloquent, articulate, well-reasoned people. So when I see people say, Chude, you should go into politics, I'm like, first and foremost, where is the plan for this politics? Secondly, they've not thought about what they are saying deeply enough. Now, because I've worked in politics, I've seen a lot of people like me who people told you should be in politics, who went into politics and were disgraced and humbled by the people that have been in politics for a long time. Right. So I've heard that. I hear it. We heard it last week. I don't take it seriously. Also, is that I don't make a decision based on what other people say.
But what if you're offered?
So I've thought about that. If I am offered, if I'm offered something that makes sense, yeah, I might take it up because I have things I want to test in government. Yeah. I've been offered positions in government, but as special advisor, special assistant, all of that. And I didn't think that was the best way for me to function in government. And I'm like, and Nigeria is a place where your reputation can be destroyed very quickly. People can attack you for something. So I'm like, if they're going to attack me, they better attack me in a place where I'm actually going to do something that makes sense. Right. So if I'm offered one of those things, then I have examples in government. Look at Peter Obi and what he did in Anambra State. Look at Ben Bruce and what he did with NTA. Many years ago. I have experienced the kind of people that I saw. I said, take your own small space, run your experiment, show people what is possible, then scale up. So yes, I will not lie. If somebody gives me an interesting executive challenge, I am very willing to say yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let's because we're going to be wrapping up soon. I'm having NEPA issues here, so
Sorry.
we're going to be having rounding up soon. Going back to the issue of mentorship. So could you tell us or share with us a few of those who have mentored you? Because some of us would like to know who and who you've learned from, and maybe we can actually learn from those people also.
So these are my biggest mentors. I've never met them. Number one, Oprah.
Okay.
Number two, Warren Buffett. Number three, what's his name? Charlie Munger, who is also Warren Buffett's partner. He's one of the world's biggest billionaires. So Iyanla Vanzant, number four. Yeah, she's a TV presenter. So these are people that I spend my days.
And you read their books.
I read all their books. You know, I watch all their videos. I've read every letter to shareholders that Warren Buffett has written in his life for all 25 or 24 years. Yeah. So those are my mentors first and foremost. Then, so are those people I learn from, those are people I pattern my life after. Those are people I go to when I have questions. So they are not here. I don't have any Nigerian billionaire as a mentor. You know, I had one many years ago. I sat down, I'm like, you know what, I respect them more because to be a billionaire is not easy. But like, these ones don't have anything to, these are not the people I want to learn from. I don't think that with any arrogance or moral superiority. It's just, I tried to learn, I didn't learn, I moved on. But the people who have taught me practically in Nigeria are, number one, my pastor, Sam Adeyemi. He has taught me all kinds of lessons I've applied in my life. Number two, Tara Drotoye. Every time I've had a difficult point in my life, Tara has had an answer for me. Yeah. Number three, Udo Okonjo, who's also my auntie, Fine and Country. She has been incredibly helpful. Adesu Onyenokwe helped me a lot when I started business. Bukola Aditi of my Tom Dolphin helped me a lot when I started doing business. My second mother, Obiagele Ezekwesili, incredibly helpful to me in life. And if you notice, many of them, some of them are not business people, some of them are business people just around. So these are people who, when I had issues, I've called them and they've been incredibly helpful to me. Yeah. I mean, there are many of them like that, but these are the people who have been some of the people I can call. And I've also had younger people who taught me a lot. I've learned a lot. I'll just tell, as I mentioned the other time, I used to go and sit down with the lecturer and just listen to her and say, teach me. One of my younger friends, Kingsley Asian, he runs Information Nigeria, which is one of the largest websites in Nigeria. Kingsley has taught me a lot about how to run a business. And I'm not just saying that to be humble. Kingsley has taught me a lot about how to run a business. My team members, and I'm not again joking, my team members are my biggest mentors. There's Remy, Isime, Sheun, for instance. I cannot move forward, I cannot take a step without calling one of these three people. I can't take a step without calling Remy, Isime, or Sheun Oluyemi. I can't. Or Shola Obagbemi, who is an ex-staff. You know, it's one of my staff that just left this year, Nimide. Left, she was feeling so guilty. I'm like, love, look, I have advice to get from you. We talk almost every week. Because I'm like, I have this problem, I have that problem, I have this problem. My best friend's Mfon Olumide. So again, like I said, I suck and respond. I suck information.
I can see that.
And so my biggest teachers are not the people that you would call mentors. Not at all.
You started a bread business not too long ago. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy is a bread seller. I mean, how in the world did you come about bread?
I've always wanted to run a unit-based business. Yeah. I've always run consultancies, ideas business. I've always thought it would be nice to run a business where you sell 5 units, then you increase to 10 units, then you increase to 15 units. I've always just wanted to do that. Yeah. To be honest, now that I've done it, I'm like, I should just stop with what I was doing. Like, it's not really necessary. You know? Like, all the while I went through to set it up, I'm like, really, I should use this to make more money in my current business. But it was just something I've always wanted to do. And so last year we had extra money. I'm very fastidious about investment. Ever since I read The Richest Man in Babylon 17 years ago, I've always been about investment. So for the businesses I co-own, how can we invest? How can we invest, you know, for the rainy days? And so when we had some extra burst of money, I said, let us use this and set up another business as a backup business for the business we have. And I said, let's do something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to run either a food business a health business or a hospitality business. So, and then my co-founder, Adebola Williams, was passionate about a food business. So I've always learned to do businesses that you're passionate about. So it's okay, if you're passionate about bread business, I really don't care. As long as it's a food business, let's do bread. And so that's how we set up the bakery. Now, I need to step in. That bakery, now this is the beauty. This is why my team members are so important to me. When we set up that business, all of us came together and discussed, and they said, look, CJ, we need to give ourselves 1 year before this business will make a profit. The reason why is because we've never run this business before. We do not know how it works. Let's assume that we are going to fail and we are going to learn over 1 year. Now, even though we had agreed that, my sister, running that business for 1 year was like going to help, there is no challenge being faced. At some point, many points I wanted to quit for. I'm like, since it's not giving me money, I don't have to do this. The stress is too much. It's just now, it was around, again, one of my team members now took over the business by himself. It's just like 2 months ago, we finally figured it out. Something that we've been doing for 1 year. And then after figuring it out, we now realized, wait, so do you remember that we gave ourselves 1 year? And it's now 1 year, and it took us exactly 1 year to figure it out.
Wow.
So that's why I started that bakery business. And now I'm happy I did. It's not a high profit business. Like, it doesn't even, it's like, it's not a high profit. It's a future business.
But this is paying the bills.
But this is paying the bills now. And I love the brand. Red Boss, I eat it a lot. I love it. So
Wow.
I'm proud to have a business that I love the product.
Yeah. Now, I said I was going to go personal because we have to wrap up very soon. You and Debola are like the most eligible bachelors in the whole of Nigeria. I mean, everybody sees you guys and think that, man, you guys are the hot, you are the hot guys out there. So what is going on, Chude? Why are you not dating? How are we not hearing
I've
any?
told Debola to go and marry you.
You come.
Yes. This is the thing. I am not interested in marriage.
Okay.
That's it. I just am not. And there was a time when I was in my 20s, I'd actually gone to introduce myself to the person I went to marry, who is also one of my best friends. I was ready to get married.
Yes.
I was so desperate to get married. And I thank God I didn't get married because I was trying to get married because I was feeling lonely. And I thought it was time. When you say it's time to settle down, not because I thought about this thing properly. And if I had gotten married then, I think it would have been a horrible thing.
Okay.
And myself and the person who I was going to marry then, who is very close to me, we say it all the time. Like, men, if we had gotten married, it would have been a disaster. Yeah. And we still love ourselves. We are still best of friends. Yeah, but so I have nothing against marriage. I love marriage. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. I see you and your husband finishing yourself. And I'm like, when I get married, that's the kind of marriage I want. I want the marriage will be having ourselves. I have friends who have beautiful marriages. My friend Lalande, Chef Freggs, they have a beautiful friendship, out in the coast. I have friends who have beautiful marriages. And if marriage happens, I'm like, great. But I'm honestly not married now because I'm just not it's just not something I feel like I have to do. But Debola wants to do it. And he's going to do it.
Don't worry. We'll discuss Debola when I'm interviewing him. Don't worry. Let's focus on you. But do you want to have kids though? Do you hope to have children at some point?
I love children, yes. That's something I want to do, yes. I want to have kids. Yeah.
Okay.
At least the kids.
There's a window of opportunity that's possibly one day Chude wakes up on the right side of the bed and says, yes, I am ready.
Exactly. I think the problem is that I feel like as my years go on, I will get married. The problem is this pressure that I have to do it before you are 50, before you are 40, so that you will not be 50 and taking children to nursery school. I'm like, if I want to take them to nursery school at 60, allow me to do that. so I think like later in my life, I feel I can sense it. But yeah, you are most likely right.
Okay. I think we had a good conversation. I don't want to take it beyond 1 hour. We've been on an hour. It's so hard to get Chude on, but I'm happy that I was able to get you. But thank you very much. Is there any last words you'd like to give for my dear audience here? Any final words, please?
I guess it's just like, guys, all of us have difficult moments. it's not the lack of difficult moments that really make up. It's our ability to just get up and keep it moving. That's all.
Thank you, Chude. It's been great. God bless you. Please, though, when you finally decide to marry, please call us. So we want to wear rice. And Ashebi, tell me I'm a Lagos girl. I like Ashebi. Me and my husband will be there. There, in live and direct. All right then. God bless you. Take care. Bye.